Welcome to English Revived, where we explore not just how to speak English, but how to feel it, live it, and think it. I'm Eli, and today we're going deeper than words. Because real fluency isn't about vocabulary. It isn't about grammar. It's about psychology, the invisible world inside your mind that decides how you learn, how you speak, and how confident you sound. In this episode, you'll discover the hidden psychological habits that fluent speakers use every day and how you can reprogram your brain to do the same. So sit back, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Part 1: The Mind Before the Mouth. Most people believe fluency starts with words. But that's wrong. Fluency starts before you even open your mouth. In your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions. Think of your brain like an engine. If the engine is afraid, stressed, or self-critical, your English will stutter. But if the engine is calm, curious, and confident, words flow like water. When children learn their first language, they don't study. They play. They repeat. They make mistakes and don't care. That relaxed curiosity is the psychology of fluency. So your first mission is not to study harder. It's to remove fear. Every time you say something in English, your brain runs a hidden program. Will this sound stupid? What if I'm wrong? What if people laugh? That program is what blocks fluency, not lack of vocabulary. To reprogram it, say this to yourself before you speak. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm training my brain. Because perfection is not the goal, progress is. Part 2: The Voice of Fear versus the Voice of Flow. Inside every English learner, there are two voices. One says, "Don't make mistakes." The other says, "Just speak." The first voice is fear, it protects your ego. The second voice is flow, it connects you to the moment. Fluent people listen to the second voice. They don't overthink grammar or worry about accents. They trust that English will catch up with them as they speak. When you trust yourself, your brain shifts into a relaxed rhythm where English flows naturally. But when you panic, your mental energy moves from creativity to defense. You start searching for the right word instead of feeling what you want to say. So next time you speak, notice which voice is louder. And choose the one that believes in you. Part 3: The Power of Emotional Connection. Fluency is not logic, it's emotion. Think about it, you remember songs, not grammar rules. You remember stories, not textbook examples. Because your brain learns through emotion. If you feel something, curiosity, joy, sadness, your brain stores it 10 times faster. That's why watching English movies, listening to songs, or talking about topics that truly matter to you builds fluency faster than any app or course. When you say, "I love learning English," say it with feeling. Your tone, rhythm, and confidence will instantly rise. Don't speak English to impress people. Speak it to express yourself. Part 4: The Mirror Technique. There's a simple psychological exercise that professional speakers use, and it works perfectly for English learners. It's called mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself in English for just 2 minutes a day. Look into your eyes. Watch how your mouth moves. Observe your facial expressions. First, it feels strange. But soon you'll see something powerful. You're not just learning English. You're becoming someone who speaks English. Your brain starts associating your own reflection with confidence. Your voice begins to sound familiar in English, and suddenly speaking to others feels natural. The mirror is not a tool, it's a portal from learning to becoming. Part 5: Shadowing for Psychological Training. You've heard about shadowing before, repeating what you hear immediately after the speaker. But what few people know is that shadowing isn't just pronunciation practice. It's psychological alignment. When you shadow, you're syncing your brain's rhythm with fluent English patterns. You're teaching your subconscious, this is how English feels. Pick a podcast, movie line, or speech that inspires you. Play one sentence. Repeat it instantly. Not just the words, the tone, the attitude, the emotion. That emotion is the secret ingredient that reprograms your brain. After 1 week, your pronunciation improves. After 2 weeks, your confidence grows. After a month, your brain starts producing English automatically. This isn't memorization, it's synchronization. Part 6: The Identity Switch. Here's a deep truth most learners never realize. Fluency is an identity shift. You can't just learn English. You must become someone who lives through English. Every fluent person has 2 identities: their native self and their English self. The faster you accept and enjoy your English self, the faster you'll grow. Give your English self a name. Imagine how that version of you walks, talks, and thinks. Then, speak as that person whenever you practice. Because fluency isn't about language ability, it's about identity comfort. When you stop saying, "My English is bad," and start saying, "I'm becoming fluent," your brain updates your self-image. That's when real change begins. Part 7: The Subconscious Zone. Here's something mind-blowing. Your subconscious mind learns languages while you're not even studying. If you listen to English every day, podcasts, music, or audiobooks, your subconscious builds neural patterns automatically. You might not notice it immediately, but one day you'll suddenly understand whole sentences you never studied. That's the power of exposure. So even when you're tired, play English softly in the background. Let it become the soundtrack of your life. Your brain will thank you later. Part 8: The Loop of Progress. Fluency doesn't come from intensity. It comes from repetition. Your journey follows a simple loop. Listen, shadow, speak, reflect, repeat. Every time you complete that loop, your brain strengthens its English circuits. Miss one step and progress slows. So build a daily ritual. Listen in the morning. Shadow in the afternoon. Speak to yourself in the evening. Reflect before bed. Small steps, big transformation. Part 9: The Mindset of Mastery. Here's the ultimate secret. Fluent speakers aren't smarter, they're just calmer. They don't panic about mistakes. They use mistakes as feedback. They laugh, adjust, and move forward. That's mastery. So when you make a mistake, smile and say, "Good, that means I'm learning." Your brain learns through contrast. If everything were correct, nothing would improve. The people who speak best are the ones who fail the most because they keep speaking. Part 10: Your English Rebirth. Now close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow breath in, and imagine this. You're standing in front of someone. You're speaking English. Not thinking, not translating, just speaking. Your sentences flow. Your rhythm feels natural. You're not afraid, you're alive in the language. That version of you already exists. It's waiting inside your mind, behind layers of fear and old beliefs. Your job isn't to create that version, it's to uncover it. That's the psychology of fluency. You don't need more books. You don't need more rules. You need a new mindset, one that believes your voice matters in English. Start today. Speak, shadow, feel. And remember, fluency isn't a goal. It's a state of mind. This is English revived. Your journey to a new voice starts here.